Have you ever stopped to think about what you would do if everything you love were taken from you in the blink of an eye? The story of Job, recorded in the Bible, is a profound account of faith, suffering, and redemption. It invites us to reflect on the purpose of pain and the trust we place in God, even when everything seems lost. Job was a man whose life seemed to embody divine blessing. He lived in the land of Uz and was admired by everyone around him for his integrity and blameless character. His possessions were countless: 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 pairs of oxen, and numerous servants. He had 10 children who brought him great joy. Job, however, was not swayed only by prosperity. He was a deeply devout man. Every day, he prayed and offered sacrifices to God, concerned not only for himself, but also for the spiritual purity of his family. He did this with such zeal that, to many, Job seemed untouchable, a man with a perfect life. And if this story has touched you so far, why not share this message so others can be blessed as well? This helps spread the word and reach those who need it most. But in a heavenly scene, a dialogue between God and Satan would put this life to the test. God, full of pride, pointed to Job as an example of faithfulness and righteousness. Satan, however, suggested that Job's faith was shallow, tied to the blessings he had received. "Stretch out your hand and touch all that he has," said Satan, "and surely he will curse you to your face." God, knowing the depth of Job's heart, allowed Satan to test the righteous man with the restriction that his life be spared. What followed was a series of tragedies that would shake anyone. In a single day, messengers arrived at Job's house bringing devastating news. His oxen and donkeys were stolen, his servants killed by raiders, and a fire destroyed his sheep and shepherds. Before Job could process these losses, another messenger came with even more tragic news. A powerful wind caused the house where his children were gathered to collapse, killing them all. Imagine the weight of this moment. A man who had everything now reduced to nothing. But Job, even in the midst of his pain, did not curse God. He tore his clothes, shaved his head, signs of deep mourning, and bowed down, saying, "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will depart. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." Narrative continues with the same described details. Finally, God intervenes. He speaks to Job out of a storm, not with direct explanations, but with questions that reveal the vastness of his wisdom and power. God asks Job where he was when the world was created, who set boundaries for the sea, and who feeds the wild animals. Each question highlights the complexity of divine creation and how far humans are from fully understanding God's ways. Faced with God's greatness, Job acknowledges his limitation and says, "I spoke of things I did not understand, things too wonderful for me to know." He repents, not for sins he did not commit, but for his lack of understanding of God's greater plan. In the end, God restores Job, blessing him with twice as much as he had before. He had more sons and daughters, was comforted by friends, and lived a long and full life. But Job's true wealth was not only in the restoration of his material possessions, but in the strengthening of his faith and his deepened knowledge of God. The story of Job is a powerful reminder that even when we do not understand the reason for our pain, we can trust that God is in control. It is not just about a test, but an invitation to deepen our relationship with the Creator, learning to trust Him even when everything seems to fall apart. If this message spoke to your heart, do not forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Together, let us spread messages of hope. With so many busy doing evil, let us be those who go against the current, spreading good. Thank you for your support, and see you next time.